So this video has been long overdue. I should have been filmed this video, but you know, quarantine got real lazy. There's a lot to update you guys about on my business as a whole, so I want to get into that first. I have my notes, so let me find it. And if you hear noises in the background, I'm sorry. I have a very active household, so yeah. I do have a new vendor due to the pandemic. I am not using the AliExpress slash Alibaba vendors anymore. Those vendors were exposed in the second episode. This is the third episode. If you haven't watched the first or the second, you might be a little bit not confused, but you might be confused on what I'm talking about right now. But the vendors that I did expose previously, I do not go through them anymore. Nothing bad happened to me. There was an incident where it took forever for the package to come, but that was like in the beginning of March, which is when, you know, shipping was starting to get affected from the pandemic. So I wasn't really like bugging out over that, and it was super easy to get a refund. I think I requested a refund and I got it back in like a day or two. So nothing went wrong with them. Nothing horrible happened with me with them. I have been getting DMs from people saying that they have ordered from them and it's taking a long time, or they're trying to contact them and it's not working. So I'm so sorry. I do answer all of those DMs when it comes to that, because I know how frustrating and how scary and just overall the experience, how it could be. I do try my best to answer those DMs. Now, I do have a new vendor. I'm not ready to expose them yet because not that I'm being selfish. I'm sure you guys know I'm not selfish. I'm still working with them, you know, still trying to see if I really love them, because I feel like I would want to love a vendor before I expose them. I think that's pretty much it that I want to touch on regarding my vendor. So yeah. What else has changed besides the entire world? So other things that have changed, I got a new domain. The domain I was using for my website was the Square domain because I wasn't quite ready. Not that I wasn't ready, but yeah, I guess you could say I wasn't ready to buy a domain yet, not seeing how easy it was, because in my train of thought, you know, we all make mistakes, so I'm about to tell you mine. In my head, for Square, there's 3 different types of subscriptions you can have. I thought that you would have to skip to the next subscription, which is more money a month, to get your domain, when that is not the case. I was able to purchase my domain for a year and it was $12 for a year, so $1 a month, and I changed it to .com. You can put whatever you would like. It was super easy. I went through the website. Now when you publish your website on Square, I don't know how it is with like Wix or GoDaddy, when you publish your website, because every time you make a change or every time you do something with your website, you have to publish it so that it can be displayed. So when I would publish it, it would always say purchase domain or something along those lines. I really don't remember exactly what it said. Publish your website, a pop-up comes on your screen. It would say upgrade your domain or purchase domain or something like that. And then one day I was just like, let me just see how much it would be, and I picked .com and it said $12 a year, and I was like, I have to get this, because .square, .site, or whichever it was just not working out for me. I just felt like it didn't look professional at all. So I completely am so happy that I did that. I wish I did it sooner than later, but at least I did it. So yeah, that's with the domain. I know I rambled a lot with that. Hopefully it makes sense, but yeah. Now, with my shipping, in my previous episodes, I think I told you guys that I was using Shipping Easy, which is a very popular shipping subscription that you can have to get your shipping labels for cheap. I was doing a 30-day free trial with them, and once my trial was over with, honestly, I did not feel like it was, what's the word? I didn't think that my website was at the place where I would have to pay $12, $24. I don't know how much it is a month for Shipping Easy. Not Shipping Easy. ShipStation. I'm so sorry. Shipping Easy was also a one that I was using. After my ShipStation subscription 30-day free trial ended, I went to Shipping Easy and did a trial with them, and I still wasn't okay with paying monthly and then also having to pay for labels on top of that. I felt like I could find one that you didn't have to pay monthly, which I did. I started using Shippo, goshippo.com. Super, super easy. It works just like ShipStation or Shipping Easy, but you don't have to pay monthly. You just get discounted labels. I did not pay more than $3 for a shipping label. Even though all my lashes go to Georgia or in Florida or even New York, I would not pay more than $3 to $4 for a shipping label each. All you have to do is sign up for an account. I was using GoShippo for a few months, and I loved it. It was super easy to use, super self-explanatory, and like I said, it was super cheap and I did not have to pay monthly subscription for them. I do not use GoShippo anymore, and I will tell you why. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I loved it, but I decided to invest in myself once again and get a shipping label writer. Now, while I was on the hunt for a label writer printer, I was like, dang, these things are expensive. They are so expensive. Label printers, label writers, printing, they're expensive. So I was on a hunt to find a cheap label printer where I can actually print the labels, not just print out labels and then have to use a stamp and all. No, I wanted to find one that will print the labels. Now, I found one and it was about $85, I believe. It was less than $90. And here's the good part. It's on Amazon, one. And I got Prime. So it came in 2 days. And it's a thermal printer. So a thermal printer does not require any ink at all. It basically burns into the paper, if that makes sense. That's how someone explained it to me. But you do not need any ink ever. So it's a good investment to me for less than $90. The shipping label I keep saying shipping label. The label printer that I wanted originally was $180, $190, and it was also a thermal printer. The label maker I'm using now is small labels. They're not big, normal size labels you would see. They are smaller, but it gets the job done. I have used it countless amount of times, and my packages have shipped. And now I'm going to tell you what shipping carrier I use. Not carrier, but like subscription stuff. So I use Pirate Ship. I actually love them a lot. It's the same process as GoShippo. Make an account completely free and you just pay for the labels at a very discounted price. They're pretty much the same prices as GoShippo as well. Have not paid more than $3 to $4 per label. So that's pretty good. And yeah, so I do kind of like the process, and I do like the feel of Pirate Ship a little bit more than GoShippo. That's just for my personal preference, but like I said, they're both very similar. And yeah, I I think the reason why I like Pirate Ship more is because with Ghost Shippo, if you want to have email sent out or you want to have confirmation sent out, stuff like that, you have to pay for those features. For Pirate Ship, they have like features where you can send out emails saying that your order shipped out, and you can customize those emails. You could customize confirmation emails. You can do all these things for free. So I highly suggest them, but both Ghost Shippo and Pirate Ship are super good platforms. So yeah. Now with the labels. I'm gonna show you my label printer. Get it for you? Okay, so let me I'm gonna take out the wires because I just want to, like, you know, show it around and stuff. So it's not wireless. It comes with 2 wires. I can show you the wires now. One is a power, this is the power to actually turn it on. And then this one is to connect it to your computer. And the power one is super long. As you can see, this is hella cord, and I haven't even undid it. So you can basically put it anywhere. Now, for the actual printer itself, this is the Dymo 450 label writer. The label writer 450, my bad. But the company is Dymo. This is what it looks like. Super, not tiny, but it's very small. As you can see, it could fit in my hands. And then you lift this up, and I got the biggest labels you can put in here. These labels are 2 by 7, I believe. I can be wrong. I'm gonna put the labels, the actual labels I have in here now. I'm gonna put them in the link description below. But this is the biggest size you can put in here for label wise. And as you can see, it's really not that big of labels, but it's super easy to use. It took me a while. Now, the only reason why it took me a while to figure out how to print it correctly is because I was using the wrong format, thinking I was using the correct format. And when I show you my demonstrations, you're gonna see why. I'm going to explain to you how I messed up with that. So we're gonna get back to how I perfected printing out the labels. I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. So I think I covered everything. Oh, also the shipping carrier. I kept saying shipping carrier, even though I was talking about places where you can purchase your labels. The shipping carrier I use is always USPS. I always use USPS. I don't use UPS. I don't use FedEx. I always use USPS. If you don't have a label printer, that is completely fine. In school, I do not have a printer. When I'm at home, I do have a printer. So I was just making the labels and printing them regular, and then using those clear adhesives that I mentioned in my first episode. Even if you don't have a printer, I was finding a way to still print. I would go to my library, I would go to a printing center, I would go to Office Depot. They have printers as well. So, and my school is in the country, so I was still trying to find ways where I can print. I mean, the library is the easiest way to print, but with the pandemic going on, their hours are different, their days are different. So I was having to find places to print real paper. So yeah, if you don't have a printer, even at home, you can still find ways to print. Even if you don't have a printer or you can't find a printer, you can always just go to your local post office, and they have like self kiosks. I know people don't like to wait in the line and then go through this and go through that. They do have kiosks. They do have self-service places where you can make your own labels. So there's always an option. So now I'm really going to go into how I make my labels first, because I do like to make the labels before I do my packaging. It helps me be more organized because I know this label belongs to this package, and then I'll do the package and meet them together. So yes, enough with my rambling. I hope I got everything out there. Now to the demonstrations. Okay, so I'm on my floor right now, but it's working out. So I'm gonna show you how I make my shipping labels with my Dymo. Now, I have a new MacBook, so if you know, they don't have USB ports anymore. I have to use one of these. I don't know what it's called. I just call it a converter. But it has a port for SD card. It has a port for another card. I'm assuming it's a SIM card. I can be wrong. And then it has a part for your USB. I can link this down below. I'm pretty sure I got it off Amazon. So you connect it to your laptop. If you don't have a new Mac, or if you have a Windows, if you have a computer that has a USB port, you do not need this device, or you don't need to do this step, but I do. So actually, I'm gonna switch. So as you can see, here's the device. Now I'm gonna take this cord to connect it to my laptop. And boom, it's connected. You know it's on when it has this blue light. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a blue light on. To put the actual shipping labels inside, it's super easy. They give you instructions inside of this, so it shows you what way to insert it, and then once you just put it inside, it already feeds it. So it's super easy to put the labels inside. Now we're going to go, they do have a Dymo app, not an app, but a thing that you can put on your computer where you can customize labels, all that other stuff, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do pirate ship. But I'm also going to show you how I messed up. I have examples of how I messed up. Now, on pirate ship, they have a setting where, and I'm gonna screen record this right now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. They have a setting on pirate ship where you can have regular shipping labels, which is 4x6, that's the normal size, or you can have your labels to 2x7 shipping labels, which is basically this, I believe. I can be wrong, but when I was doing my research on Dymo, it says this. Now, if you go to your settings, this is where you would find it, your general settings for pirate ship. We go here, and it says 2x7 labels, and that can be for a Brother QL 800 models, Dymo 450, which is what I have, and other small label printers. So I was using this setting, but it was making my labels look like this. I don't know if you can see that. It's super bright. My light is super bright, but it looks like an airport label. It was coming out long but small. You could barely read it. It was super tiny, and I just could not find out why it was looking like that. And then I did some more research, and I watched this video. I don't remember the girl's name. I'm definitely going to link her video down below because she was a lifesaver. So basically, she was not using pirate ship. I believe she was doing it through Poshmark, which is where her store was, but the general settings for your labels were basically the same. Now, when she was doing her demonstration, she had her label settings on 4x6. Now, I'm going to show you how to create a label. You go to create a shipping label, or you can upload your spreadsheet. If you have an online store, you're going to see that there's orders. You can export those orders into a Excel format, and you can export that into private ship and it will make the labels for you. I'm going to do an example. So you would put an email. My email is bunnyhoneyy@gmail.com. And then you put the name. I'm going to put my first name and then my nickname. You could put company if you would like. Then you put the address. I'm going to do my P.O. box. I believe what's the number of my P.O. box? You put Tampa, Florida, zip code, United States, all that other stuff. Now, once you do that, it says ship from. You're going to have to put in your address for the returning address. I have my return address and my physical address. My physical address is my home, and my return address is my P.O. box, because if you're going to return something to me, I would like for it to come to my P.O. box. Also, the return address shows up on the shipping label. So when I'm shipping things out to people I don't know, I don't really want them to have my home address. So I use my P.O. box because that's the point of it. Now, the type of packaging. I use envelopes, so just put envelope, padded envelope. The dimensions 4x8. And then for my lashes, it's never more than an ounce, so I always just put 1 ounce. They also have different things: hazardous materials, custom forms, safe package. So if you use safe package, this could be someone that's loyal to your business, constantly always ordering. So you can press safe package and this label will be saved to your account. Then you press get rates. Now when you get your rates, it shows you how much is your label going to cost. Now for a first class package, which takes from 1 to 3 days, it is $2.74 for that label. If you click this, you can see your other options, which is priority mail, which is the fastest. That is $22.75. Priority mail express is obviously the express shipping. Then they have priority mail cubic, which is $7.02, and then they have parcel select ground, which is $6.92. These are all different things that you can purchase. I always just do first class package, and it's usually less than $3. Now, you can put your finishing touches. You can edit the ship date. So although you can be purchasing the label today, which is July 15th, you can put it to, well, I'm really going to ship it out tomorrow. So you can put tomorrow. And then we have the email recipients option. Now, if you don't want an email to be sent out to your customer, you can unclick this. But if you do, you can select what day and what time you would want that email to be sent. And this email would include the tracking number, thanks for your purchase, everything that they would need to know basically. Even though your online store can already send these emails out, it's always good to, have your other options to inform your customers, because, if you purchase somewhere, and especially online, you want to know your shipping details. So yeah, then you could just press buy label and then you're done. And that's it. That's how easy it is to create your label. Now, once your label is created, you will put print label. Now, I'm going to show you an example of the labels, and I'm going to show you the difference on that. So, these are actual people, so I'm going to cross out their names. But if you can see here, I'm going to show you my mistakes. So, the first mistake I made was this. I had my label settings, like I said, 2x7 shipping labels. And as you can see, this shipping label is skinny. So I'm thinking okay, this is going to print just like this. You're going to see it. It's going to look good. Wrong. It was coming out super tiny on the paper, and the paper is already super tiny. So even though I was putting the scale fit to paper or custom or whatever, and I had the actual shipping paper size, which is, this is the number for my shipping paper size. It is 30, 25, 6 shipping. They have all these other options, as you could see, and then you also need to make sure that the destination is going to your Dymo. After I watched that Lifesavers video, I'm so sorry I can't remember your name right now, I'm definitely going to link you down below. She had her printing settings on 4x6. So when she did that, it came out like this, what a regular printing label would look like. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now let's finger cross and hope that it prints out like this. And it did. So when you press the printer, your destination is your Dymo. You're going to make sure you have the correct paper size. And then you're going to scale it to fit to paper. And then you're going to print it. So when you print it, I'm going to turn this around. I'm actually going to hold it up for you so you can see how it prints. You're going to press print. This is what it looks like. A regular shipping label. Ooh, excuse me, I feel like I burp in every video. So here's the order. The order is for Seriously, one pair. Now this is the actual package. I will link these down below. I have this size and a bigger size. I also have a shipping scale. Like I said, my majority of the packages that I have to ship out are less than an ounce, so I always just put 1 ounce and it always just goes through. But I will also link below my shipping scale. I'm honestly too lazy to go get it. But you would need that to make the label itself, because it is going to ask how much your package weighs in order for you to make the label. So I don't need that right now because I already made my label. And then I have my boxes. These are the boxes I use now. It's marble, it's cute, or whatever. And then the actual lashes. These lashes are named Seriously. They are part of my new 60 mink lash collection called So Me. And I have literally, like, and Seriously. I will link my website down below if you want to purchase. Then I have a dusting cloth. I use this because sometimes your trays can look a little bit dusty, not dirty, but they can look a little bit dusty, and you don't want that. You don't want to give that to a customer. Make sure you wash your hands. My hands are washed, clean. Everything here is disinfected. I wiped everything down. Everything is disinfected. Even this is disinfected. So just take this, and I'm going to wipe this down. Once that is cleaned, you're going to take the box. I'm going to show you how I do this. Now, as you can see, it's flat. I put my let me get closer. I put my 2 fingers in the box like this. You see how they're in the box? Cool. I put my 2 fingers like this and I pop them in. You see my fingers? Yes, they're inside. Pop them in like this. Then I'm going to take this part and push it in. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Take this part, my fingers are still inside, push it in. So you can see the box is formed. Then you're just going to do it like any old box and just... So then you're going to take your lash, your box, put the lash in the box, like so. And then close it up. So this is what it looks like. Here's the box. And y'all, so take this. Oh, I need my business card. This is what I use for my business cards. This is the Avery brand matte white business cards, and it comes with 100 cards. This is what it looks like. Got it on Amazon. I'll link it down below. It was super cheap. And here what my business cards look like. This is half of a sheet. This is only 6, so it usually comes, a whole sheet is 10, but you know, I've been using these. This is what it looks like. I use my regular printer at my house to make these. It's super easy. As you can see, it has a number right here. So you'll go on avery.com and you'll get that template, and you can make your business cards with that template online. Super, super easy. So get your envelope. I put my business card in there. Put my package in there. And then fill it up. Made. Then you're gonna get your shipping label. Peel it off. And put it right on there. So yep, that's it. That is how you do it, kids. Isn't it so cute? But yeah, so that is how I make my shipping labels, how I package my orders, and all that good stuff. That's all I have to show you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it was very self-explanatory. I'm gonna get this video as well described as I can. I'm a little bit hungry, so I'm a little bit airheady right now, but yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it took so long to make, but I'm so happy that I have all the tools and things to do in this video and show you my final product. I don't know. Stay safe and stay healthy. And if you're doubting yourself, if you're like, should I do this? Should I? Just it and do it. Just do it. Just do it. Bye.